Hi Sagittarius, it's Jo from Angels and Ancestors and Darlings. This is your WTF reading for the latter part of March. Lots of things are happening, especially the last bit of March. So we've got the spring equinox or Astora happening between the 20th and the 22nd, usually the 21st. I tend to celebrate everything on the 22nd when it's supposed to be. I kind of go with the flow of how the energy is feeling around the planet. So if I don't think it feel for me that it's quite what it should be, which at the moment I don't feel like it should be anything. It's cloudy, it's horrible, there's no sun. We've had it a couple of days but nothing major. Anyway, let's get on with the story. So on the 25th you have got a supermoon in Libra. We're now in Aries season, and that combination, the energy is going to be so damn powerful, and I can feel the energy building up already. So just be aware that if you feel very balanced, almost scarily balanced, that's okay. You may feel a bit unhinged, you may feel, well, the energy is huge, it's massive. And then at the end of the month we've got the Easter weekend as well, and that, because there's going to be loads of people going out on pilgrimages, going out to churches, celebrating Easter, whether you believe in Christianity or not. Lots of people do buy the Easter eggs, they do have Easter Sunday with their family, and it generates lots of positive energy. You couple that with the people who do believe in Christianity, the energy vibration at the end of this month, I'm going to say it's going to start at the spring equinox and it's going to last right until the last day, maybe even into early April. Let's see how it goes, because it is immense. The energy is this year is going to be life-changing. So just be aware that although the energy is now, that energy will carry you through for weeks because it gives you such a boost. So let's get your energy card and see what it says. A massive big welcome to everybody from around the world. Please like, share and subscribe for me. If you like what I do, hit the like button, but subscribe and hit the notification bell, because if you don't and you don't get to see the video, that would be very sad. So this card is a 21. Add it together, it's a 3. It's a celebration card. It's Basil and Trust. Okay, so you're opening your third eye to understand what trust really means. And it doesn't mean you trust your mate or you trust your partner or whatever. It's trusting your own intuition, your own gut feeling, trusting that you know what's best for you and the people that you love. And you've got Basil is your energy with trust. It's also very earthy because you've got the sign of Virgo there, but it's also, there's a little red triangle there which would indicate that it's also to do with fire. So there could be a passion or a desire around you to actually learn to use your intuition and understand how to recognize that initial gut feeling and go with that flow with before your thinking head kicks in. So if that's the journey for you, if you're going, oh, I wish I'd listened to my intuition, I wish I'd listened to myself, my initial thought was no, and then I said yes, and look how it's turned out, or vice versa. So just know, literally, you don't have to go anywhere to learn how to use your intuition. You just need to listen to that first 3 seconds in your head, in your gut, that tells you that something's right, wrong or indifferent, because you know the answer. You know how to do this. It is an ancient art form where people would judge other people by that initial 3-second feeling. And it was either a hell yes or a hell no. A hell yes or a hell to the no, whatever. But to learn to use it is very simple. It is making yourself aware that it is happening. And before your thinking brain kicks in, allow yourself to feel that 3-second feeling. What is it telling you about this situation? What is it telling you about this person? Because if your initial thing is, whoa, back off, that's exactly what you should be doing. Because that is not, whoa, back off, you back off. That is, whoa, back off, I'm going to back off. Just see what I mean? So it's not only learning how to use that initial 3 seconds, but it's also acting upon that initial 3 seconds. So, my lovelies, let's see what the cards have got for you. This little tower here, this is petrified wood. It's stone, but it's petrified wood. Now, I've seen lots of petrified wood, big, small, whatever, and this is the tiniest bit I've seen. And when I saw it, I thought, I've got to have that. I've got to have that for the table. And now it's put, I balanced out the towers. I don't know if you see that. I managed to get this beauty here, which has got hematite, sunstone, and God knows what else in it. But it's lots of healing stuff going on in that tower. So it matched up the two sides. And now I've got this little one. I need another one to match up that side. It's crazy, isn't it? Absolutely crazy. But the other one that I've introduced this way, and I will introduce you to the dragons because they're new as well. This is a piece. Look at that schiller in this piece. This piece is a strawberry quartz, the same as the energy point over there. But I saw this and I thought, oh my God, I've got to have that. I love that. And when it turned up, I was not disappointed at all. And I think on camera you can only see the bottom half of it. I'm hoping that once the studio is set up, that we will be able to set the camera up and leave the tripod in the situ so that you can see everything. Because I don't know, I think I showed another star sign this. If I lift this up, I actually look at this while I'm reading to you. That is what I look at. That's why I feel so good about things. So that's my backdrop, is the moon, and I love it. I do occasionally change it. I mean, you must see like the dots change at the back occasionally. But yeah, that's basically what I look at when I'm reading to you. So there you go. A little bit of inside information. Now let's get on with your reading. So, my lovelies. Oh, and by the way, if anybody wants to know, those beads that are hanging up in front of the moon, they are prayer beads. They are my meditation beads. I've got 2 lots. I've got that set, which is a rainbow jasper, and I've got another set which is they're calling them earth jaspers, because they are all the brown colours, but they are matte. They are not polished, and they are amazing. I use those ones all the time. That's why they're by my computer and not in here. But these are my other prayer beads. I just absolutely love looking at them. And the little thing that is on the little rope necklace, that's got some tourmaline chips in it, but the most important thing is the copper coil within the resin, because that helps keep away the radiation and all the nasties, and kind of purifies the air. So, movement journey, please, for Sagittarius. you. Oh, look at this. Very nice at the end here. Reconnecting with your true self. Sag, have you had a bit of a moment recently? Have you been kind of quiet and contemplative? And I'm even getting for some of you that maybe your mood's been a little bit low. You can't get the motivation, can't get the passion and desire going. There's a reason for that, lovelies. Oh, the outcome. Quite a few cards there. So, my darlings, what started your WTF? High Priestess. Highly intelligent, highly intuitive. Don't go by the sexuality. We're dealing with energy here. It's a number 2 card. So you may have been procrastinating a little bit. You may need to bring yourself back into a little bit of balance. You may need your chalices to match up, like you love to match up a bit better. You may feel the need to go off and do something completely different. In she comes, in the standing stones for protection while she's working. Intuitive, she knows exactly what to add to that cauldron and when to add it. She doesn't need a recipe book, unlike the priest. The priest is very traditional. She's very non-traditional. She draws energy down from the moon because she likes the illumination around her intuition. So this is what they're saying to you. What started your WTF? Are you kind of backing off from the things that are being presented to you? Are you being presented with stuff spiritually that you're like, oh, hell no, I'm not dealing with that at the moment? Or is it a realisation that maybe you do need to do things slightly differently and listen to your inner self? Because I tell you for why. Right behind that, you've got the 4 of Wands. Massive celebration going on. Huge celebration. Now, a lot of the times this is depicted as the marriage or the wedding card. For me, yes, it can be parties, engagements, weddings, anniversaries, all of that sort of stuff, but it's also a business card for me because wands depict projects and plans and people. And when you've got a project or a plan coming together, there's a lot of hard work that has to go into it, and you may not see results straight away. But once you start to see the results, it's like a cascade. It'll start to come in. One result will lead to another result. And the result here is that they've brought this harvest in. So don't let go of your dream. Don't let go of what it is that you know is going to work for you. You've got this intuition. Use it. You're a master manifester. That's why she's got a wand. You can make this happen for yourself. You know you can. And it's not that far off when you're going to actually be celebrating that you stuck to your guns. And talking of High Priest, is in your reading as well. So facing your fears and taking your power back. 8 of Pentacles, master manifester, master craftsman even. You know your stuff. Earthwise, you know your stuff. You have had your training. You have had experience. You have been chiseling away at your pentacles. You've been chiseling away at what you know. You've left the door for opportunity open. This is the butterfly plant out here, which I think is a buddleia. I always say, is it a buddleia or is that a lilac? If it's a lilac, even more spiritual, but it's opportunities. The door is open for opportunities to come. You've got a little pigeon down there bringing you messages that everything is okay. You keep diligently working away because things are going to start to happen for you. You are in transition with the number 5, which is the High Priest. You are stuck in between what is traditional for what it is that you're doing. And I am getting that this is around a project or a plan. This is around a work element. You are stuck between what is seen by others as being traditional, the traditional way of doing things. You go to school, you learn, you go to college, you go to university, you leave university, you get a job, you start earning money, you work for 50 years, and then you die. Simple as. Okay, so that's what's expected. And this priest is calling you in, saying, this is facing your fears. Am I going to be working at this forever? No, you're not. Because the priest is calling you in, taking your power back. It's okay to be traditional. It's okay if that's what you want. But he's also saying, come on, this is a safe place with the sun shining down, giving the energy. It's a safe place to be in the standing stones. It is okay to have tradition, and it is okay to think differently as well. Modern day thinking, which is what the intuition is about. Yes, you can use recipe books. Yes, you can have a look and see what's working for everybody else. But you need to understand that what is traditional and what works for other people may not be exactly what it is that you want to do. So keep beavering away, because I do get that there is going to be a lot of celebrating for you later on in the year. I'm going to say it's sort of like between June onwards. But you're definitely feeling a transition at the moment. And that is, the transition I'm feeling for you is that you're a bit between, that nothing's happened about what you want to do. So you're thinking, maybe I need to shift this and do something different. But then when you go back and you try again, something magical happens. You start getting some hits. You start getting some interest in what you're doing. And that's going to get you beavering again. That's you facing your fear. Your fear is that you are not going to succeed. And you are. You're already at the master craftsman situation. But this priest is saying, come on, look, he's calling you in. Come on, look, your hard work and your opportunities. Come into the stone circle. Be protected. Be protected. Let this, whatever it is you're doing, whether it, you know, and I do get a feeling it's non-traditional. Whatever it is that you're doing, let it become your tradition. Let it become traditional. Let it be something that future generations will look up to and say, actually, they stuck to their guns and they did really well. So your manifestation, your wish fulfillment, and why it may be third. It's not third at all. For those of you that are new to the channel, I'm trying hard not to swear, so the third is in the place of something else. Mother Earth, number 3, celebrations coming in. Now, there could be a pregnancy around you. There could be somebody who is very fertile around you. However, I'm getting that male or female, you're the fertile person because you are creating and birthing something that is very poignant to you. It is going to bring in a cornucopia for you. It is going to see you gathering the people around you that you need. And perhaps if you've been aiming your wares, your goods to an older generation, perhaps you need to rethink, revamp and redo what it is that you're doing to fit in with a younger generation. And I just heard maybe educational. So I don't know what it is you're doing. I don't know if you're writing books. I don't know if you're creating something online. But they're saying, you know, change the age range. Change the age range. Still have that creative idea. Still birth these ideas. But stop directing what it is that you're trying to do at an older age range. Think about educational needs. Because it doesn't matter what you're creating, there is always going to be the need for education. And education in the last 3 or 4 years has grown immensely. People are looking for educational stuff everywhere. there's a big movement in the UK to home educate children now, because the system is so broken in this country. So yeah, so just have a little bit of a rethink about who you're targeting with what it is that you're creating. So your movement, your journey, and why it may be fed. The Green Man. It is time to take a leap of faith, Sagittarius. It's not like you not to. It's not like you to procrastinate. It's not like you to even think about it for 2 seconds. It's more like you jump in with feet first and then ask questions afterwards. So come on, it is time to realise that you don't need to gather all the information. Don't need it. You don't need all the information to take that leap of faith. You just take the leap of faith. And then what can you do about the situation is be yourself, darlings. Queen of Wands, Sag. You know you're the master manifestor. You don't have to brag about it. You don't have to make a big thing about it. But you know that when you put your mind to it and you put it out in the universe that this is what you want, something comes to you. May not be exactly what you've asked for, but it's pretty damn close. Every single time. If you've not learnt to harness that side of yourself, that passion and desire where you know that you are just entitled to everything, you know it, you know it, you know. And this is what the Queen of Wands does. She knows, she's sitting there. She's not that king arrogant energy where he's like really waving the wand around going, yeah, this is my birthright. She's sitting there going, yeah, I'm the master manifester. And this is your energy. This is your energy. I'm not even going to say that she'll be bippity boppity booing your ass if you don't, because you'll be doing that to yourself. You beat yourself up enough. You know, she will donk you on the head. So you're going to have to donk yourself on the head. Because I don't get that this is a person outside of yourself. This is definitely your energy. So come on, kick your own booty. Donk yourself on the head. Bippity boppity boo your ass. But you know that once you've manifested something, you just sit back and wait for it to come to you. Because once you've put it out there, and once you start living in that energy as if you've already got it, it's only a matter of time before that physicality catches up with the energy that you're living in. Ace of Wands. Projects, plans, people, passion, desire. The skies are parting, the sun is shining and ripening off these beautiful cherries. There is a lot to be thankful for, and the Ace of Wands would appear to be bringing in a lot of magic towards you. Now, this is what you can't do about the situation. It's what the universe is holding on to. And the reason that they're not holding on to it, but they're trying to show you, look, this is you. This is you. This is what you should be doing all the time, Sag. This is you. You are the Ace of Wands. You are the answer. You've got the projects, the plans. You've got all of those things going. Now you need to take the bites of the cherries to see which ones are working and which ones aren't. So that's the sweet against the sour. And then you need to be making some decisions about your passion, your desires, your projects, your plans. Shelve the ones that really aren't working at the moment. Work on the ones that have got some interest. But just know you just need to keep beavering with it. You just need to keep going with it. Because what you've got in reconnecting with your true self is the Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady pace wins the race. Slowly moving towards investing this big pentacle into exactly what you want. Investing it into a business, a career. It doesn't matter what it is, but there is this feel, this pull that you are walking towards the right energy. You're walking towards the right way that you want to go in. But it's a little bit slower than you expected, and there's nothing wrong with that. As I say, slow and steady space wins the race. Let's look at your outcome, because there was quite a few cards here. Hang on a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 4 major arcanas already. Yes, so by the time we get to the end of the reading, there'll be 7 on the deck. There is a massive energy shift for you. When you've got a major arcana, it means that there is going to be a change. I said you was in transition. 5 of Chalices. It's time to put down everything that's hurt you, because somebody else doesn't care. They've chucked that chalice away. Whoever or whatever this is, this, you know, when we're thinking about love, everybody goes, oh, it's in love, it's a partnership. No, no, no. We're in lots of partnerships. You are in partnership with your parents, your grandparents, your aunts, your uncles, your cousins, your brothers, your sisters. Everybody you love, friends, schoolmates, everybody that you've got a connection with, that you've got some feelings for, this could be about them. So do not close yourself off and go, oh God, it's another relationship I haven't done with. It doesn't have to be. 5 of Chalices is a transition. And the message from this transition is the others have let it go a long time ago. You need to let go what's hurting you. You need to face up to the fact, and I just heard grieving. You need to face up to the fact that grieving is part of life. Grieving is necessary. It helps our bodies get back to a default position so that we are running empty, so we have space to fill up with new items that we invite in. You've got 3 Chalices in the upright. So that's 3 people that stay around you, that are steady, that are important to you. Could be 3 siblings, could be a couple of parents and a sibling. It could be 3 children. It doesn't matter the combination. Doesn't matter the combination, but just know this transition is going to lead you to believe with the Queen of Affirmations. Now, this could be an energy around you, Gemini, Aquarius or Libra. Now, she is this queen and she can cut things out by snapping her fingers. She does not need, she may procrastinate about it very quietly for a long time, but once she's made that cut and she is determined that that cut is going to stay, it's what happens. A Libra doesn't stick, an air sign doesn't stick around for very long. She doesn't stick around. She's got a weapon. She knows how to use it. She knows how to prune back. She knows how to cut things back and cut things out finally. And she may not be the type that will shout and scream about it. She may be the type that just goes away, thinks things through, and she just lets it go. So she's not the type to have a row with you. She's not the type who is going to get upset with you. She will just either put the phone down, or she will just walk away, or she will just decide she's had enough, and that will be the last you've heard of this person, male or female. And I keep saying she because it's a queen, but male or female, could be one of the air signs, or it could be somebody who is just a real deep thinker that is around you, but they know how to cut things out. And I'm getting that during this transition, this person is absolutely important in the way that they have got a life's lesson to teach you. Income's nature. Stop trapping yourself into believing other people's bullshit, because that's what it's all about. It's either setting a trap for somebody else, or you're trying to release a trap that's held you. Release that trap. Other people's BS is no good. Put it down. It's not serving you. In comes the 10 of Pentacles. Massive wish fulfillment and completion coming towards you, to do with your finances, to do with your business, your career and your home life. So there may be a combination there where it's coming to a close, you know, where there's an ending, there has to be a beginning. So this ending may be a massive opportunity to move and take your family with you. And it will also indicate that there is an Ace of Pentacles to be had somewhere in the future, which is new beginnings around a new home life, a new career, a new business, and new money. Do not let other people come in and try and sway you from the decisions that you are about to make. You've already chosen that, Athame. You've chosen it. It's there. Oh God, sorry. It's there. You're pointing at it. And this other person's going, no, no, no. Try this one. And you're like, nope, I want this one. Stick to your guns. It is important. It's another 5. There's lots of 5s on the table. You are definitely in some sort of transition. And they are difficult. Now, right in behind that, you have got the Lord, the Lady and the Lord coming. Even Stevens all the way. This couple, they are hunter-gatherers. They do things for the benefit of their family. And your family doesn't have to have children. It can be cats and dogs for all I care and for all they care. But there is a major decision that is coming towards you that you need to give your attention to. You may want to put it off, but don't put it off. It's going to lead to something far more beneficial for you in the long run. In comes the 7 of chalices, options, choices and blessings around the people you care about. Now, don't listen to the fey folk. Don't listen to the whispers of other people when you're making a decision that is based in emotions and around the heart. You need to make that decision for yourself, because if you listen to what other people are saying to you, you will end up doing their bidding and it becomes their options, choices and blessings and not yours. Let's just ask the angels and the ancestors for some knowledge, wisdom and guidance for Sagittarius, please. Anything else? Okay. Oracle. Wait for important information now. Important information. Yes, it can be something that's coming in on an email, a text message, a letter. But important information sometimes is downloaded and it can be just a thought, a sentence, a moment in time. So just be aware of that. Medicine Guardian, be open to healing information. Now, that can mean a whole host of things, but just be open to the fact that these messages are coming towards you and there is healing to be had here. Very green card, very healing. White Witch, be the light. Don't be the sheep, be the person that leads. You have the knowledge and wisdom from lifetimes, Sag. You have knowledge and wisdom that goes back previous to this lifetime. You know that because you have felt it. You've had fleeting moments where you've gone, but I've done this before. Or you've had deja vu. Or you've gone somewhere and gone, I know this place. I played as a child in a park in Essex in the UK. And I loved that park. And that was my go-to place when I was feeling unsafe, when I was feeling unhappy. And even when I had my child, it was the first park that I took him to have that special experience because it was very special to me. When I did past life regression, I then realised that during that past life regression that I had actually been a monk in the priory that had stood there about 1200 AD. And it's too in-depth for me to go into. I might even do a video on it at some point. But yeah, I was actually in that abbey, that priory. And that's why I felt so safe there, because in the 1200 AD, I felt extremely safe there. I was highly protected there. So yeah, so be the light, be the leader, don't be the sheep. Understand that your life's journey, your wisdom, your knowledge comes from lifetimes before as well as this lifetime. This lifetime you're just learning. In previous lifetimes you would have brought some of the lessons with you from previous lifetimes, because you may be thinking to yourself, I feel like I've been doing this for donkey's years, and it may be something new. But what you don't realise is that feeling of donkey's years has come from a previous life. Just saying. Trader, exchange energy to create abundance. Now, when they're saying energy, you know, it could be physical, emotional, mental, spiritual energy. It's a combination of energy that will create the abundance. Sag, that is your reading for the latter part of March. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked it. Leave me a message in the comments if you did. And I will catch you soon. Be safe. Bye for now.